Good afternoon to all. I am delighted to welcome you all to another insightful session of Creative Weekend Talk of episode 131. As always, our mission at Creative is to fostering constructive thinking and exploration of non-textual, non-academic, non-syllabus concepts. Today, we are delving into a topic that is not only timely but crucially for the future of our democracy. Why vote? A exploration into the India's electoral process. I am thrilled to introduce our esteemed speaker for today, Kritika Ramasetu, a dynamic leader and passionate advocate for social change. With her extensive knowledge and expertise in public policy, Kritika will guide us through a exploration of India's electoral process, shedding light on the significance of voting and its impact on our society. As a team of like-minded individuals, Creative is dedicated to hosting engaging discussions and through organizing talks on every Saturday from 3 to 4 p.m. Our vision is to create a platform for constructive thinking on various domains, challenging conventional thinking and inspiring innovative ideas. For those unable to join us in person, we are live streaming today's talk on Creative GBD YouTube channel, ensuring that everyone has opportunity to participate in this enriching discussion. So, without further delay, I like to welcome today's speaker, Kritika ma'am, to initiate you today's talk. And before that, I call Divya, creative volunteer, to introduce today's speaker. Over to Divya.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all present here. I am Divya, volunteer of Creative. It is a great honor and privilege that I am here today to introduce a remarkable individual who embodies the essence of leadership, dedication, and unwavering commitment to public service. Allow me to introduce Kritika Ramasetu, a multifaceted force of empowerment and innovation in the realm of public policy and social advocacy. Kritika's journey is a testament to the power of passion and perseverance. As a distinguished alumnus of prestigious institutions such as MMCC, Pune, IGNAU, ISPP, New Delhi, and Shastra Tanjavur, she has honed her leadership skills and nurtured her commitment to serving the public good. Her illustrious career spans various sectors, from her early days as a communicator and indicate freelance trainer, where she groomed individuals with essential soft skills, to her role as a mentor, teacher, guiding peers towards success in the Indian Civil Service examination. Kritika's expertise extends to the realm of finance, where she served as CEO of Vainik Builders and Developers Private Limited, implementing asset portfolio management techniques with a focus on sustainability and diversification. But it is perhaps in her role as the founder of Praja Setu, a pioneering youth-led initiative, where Kritika's impact truly shines. Praja Setu empowers youth to become active citizens, advocating for social justice and sustainability. Under her leadership, Praja Setu has spearheaded groundbreaking campaigns and projects, driving tangible improvements in the lives of countless Indians. Behind her professional endeavors, Kritika is a co-founder of Niti Varta, a budding public policy research institute, and an active member of various international and national platforms. Her dedication to social welfare is further exemplified by her role as vice president of the 360 group of companies, where she oversees initiatives such as historic feat of the Team Grades, who won the prestigious national aeromodeling competition, showcasing the potential of underprivileged youth. Kritika's contribution extend far behind the boardroom and into the heart of communities, She has been recognized and felicitated for her effort in extending training for rehabilitated soldiers, her role in providing relief during natural disasters, her impactful work in increasing voter participation through her published report on electoral inclusivity. In conclusion, Kritika Ramsetu is not only a leader but a catalyst for change, a beacon of advocate for the betterment of society. Please join me in welcoming Kritika as she shares her inspiring journey and vision for a brighter, more inclusive future. I am welcoming you, ma'am, for this session, and I am welcoming Supriya, ma'am, as well as all the participants of Reactive. And thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Divya. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Divya, and thank you, Supriya, for this opportunity. Thank you, Creative and Srinath, sir, for having me here on the stage. Today's topic interests me the most. A reason being is first, as a very responsible citizen of this nation. Let me start this particular session with a little bit of interaction. I would request participants to participate in the further for the further 4-5 minutes just to understand the essence of democracy. So, can we have your hands risen up? Use the reaction tab to raise your hands. Is everyone fine with English? I see 2 hands risen up. Three. Okay. Okay. So now thank you for participating. My next question to you is, how many of you have a Aadhaar card? Again, show me your reaction through hand raises. How many of you have an Aadhaar card? Okay. I mean, maximum have risen their hands up. Okay, great. So what did we actually do here was we demonstrated democracy in a very small, minuscule form here. Okay. What we do here in democracy is we cast our votes. We don't talk. It's a very silent, private gesture of showing or transferring your power and choosing your representative. Correct? So that is exactly what we did here. Let me start by telling you that to show to voice out or show your interest in choosing your leader or maybe or your representative, to be even clear, does not require you to go on roads and shout or maybe fall into any kind of drama. All it needs is for you to show up to the booth and then cast your vote privately without not letting anyone else know about your choices. Exactly, this is what we did now. Uh, did you understand what we did now? Anyone? Anyone wants to answer? Supriya, would you like to volunteer? Did you understand what was just happening here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Supriya. No, because I'm going to take you into the complexities of what just happened now. I want to understand, Supriya, what did you just understand? Simply.
Answering your question, and
Correct.
showing their interest and their
Correct.
opinion.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
So my first question was, how many of you are comfortable with English? So what
Yeah.
happened is there were at least 4 of them out of 10 probably telling that they're comfortable with English. So there is some maths involved here, very basic maths. So the majority of people did not answer. Okay. This is exactly what happens in the voting system of India. The majority, the game of democracy lies in majority. Fine. So when you cast your vote, just like what it happened here, when four people chose to have the guest lecture in English and the others did choose not to answer, this is a very minute, minuscule form of democracy, and taking it, upscaling it to crores of people, that also happens, and this reflects in the form of votes. So what we do is, let's speak at a block level, at a very small level, your area, particularly at a radius of 2 kilometers. Okay, you have a polling booth. There are 10,000 people of you going there. 4,000 choose one contestant, another 3,000 choose another contestant, and the rest choose someone else. Okay, so India has a beautiful system of having a coalition. Okay, so the one who got 40%, I mean 4,000 votes, okay, and the other one who got 3. So there are 7,000 votes here, and rest 3,000 is also by another candidate. Okay, so 4 plus 3, if they choose to come together, they form the majority, correct? And if we keep it independently, nobody has a majority. Only the 4,000 has a majority, correct? So in this way, democracy's basic essence falls in the quotient of majority. Indian vote system also falls in the quotient of majority. And likewise, is our representative chosen? I hope this particular aspect is clear. I don't want to make it more complex for you. Rather, when this math, if you understand, you will understand how important or how powerful you as a citizen are. One single vote definitely matters. If you do not go and show up to vote, what happens? You come into that particular aspect or that particular population who chose not to voice out your responsibility or voice out your choices. And then later, when 2 3 years pass by, you have some issue with the administration. I think in the conscious level, also at the subconscious level, you would feel a pain telling, I never showed up to vote, I never showed up responsibility to cast my vote. I think I'm not the right person to even tell that I'm facing a problem, correct? Let's take it at a very simple level. For example, this is the season of marriages and wedding, right? For, each one of you must be attending some kind of a function now, some kind of, or you might have one at your place. Supposedly, you are hosting, or your family is hosting a wedding, or probably any party for that matter. How will you feel if you are not included in the decision making of the menu? You can put your answers in the chat section. People who will feel good, raise your hands. You are not included in the decision making of deciding the menu of the lunch or dinner for that matter, the feast. People who will feel good, kindly raise your hands.
Nobody, it seems.
Okay, people who will feel bad, raise your hands.
Yes, they want to go out of it
Okay,
without eating anything.
okay. So people who will feel bad are, I think there are a lot of people. A lot of people coming up. 3 4. Okay, okay. So I can see that majorly when you're not involved in the decision making process at your house in a very, very small unit, okay, you feel bad. Should you not feel bad if you're not a part of the decision making process of the biggest unit of the nation? The smallest unit of the nation is your family. The biggest unit of the nation is the country itself, and you're very much a part of the country. Should you not feel bad if you're not involved in the process? It's a matter of shame, right? And at home, you are not involved deliberately, but in the nation building process, you are invited, you are supposed to do it, you are given a right to do it. So where am I navigating you to all this? First, we spoke about how important it is to go cast your vote just by not speaking. And next, basic math that is involved in it. Next, telling how important it is to, at an individual level, to be part in the decision making. All this navigates to something even more bigger. What is that bigger aspect is how much research or how much study are you as an individual putting in to choose your representative or choose your leader, because next point will lead you to the dynamics of your individual power. Suppose, again, let's talk family level or friend circle level to understand nation level. Supposedly you're all planning a trip to what's Ayodhya. Let's take that. It's recently very much in news. What if you are the one who's supposed to take all the decisions and you take a wrong decision and book tickets to somewhere else? Will you be called responsible for making wrong decisions? Will people blame you for doing it? You can raise your hands telling a yes. If it's a no, put it in the chat section. Correct. You can raise your hands to say yes. People will hold you responsible, correct? For taking wrong choices. Your group of 5 friends of five family member 5 members of your family will hold you responsible for taking a wrong decision. Exactly flip side to it. You book the tickets in the right way, you plan the itinerary well, your trip is very well done, and you come back home safe and content. Again, will you be responsible for the trip, for the successful trip? Will people hold you responsible? If it is a yes, raise your hand. Great. Correct. So when you're choosing to answer yes all the time, which shows that you are responsible, you are understanding your responsibilities. If you take a wrong decision, yes, you are responsible. If you take a right decision, yes, you are responsible. But when you take a wrong decision, the image is sabotaged. Everybody once and for all will be like, she takes wrong decisions, let's not give this responsibility to her or him for that matter. And when there is a good decision taken, everybody shares it. Correct? Everybody shares it. They say that yeah, we booked. See, this fellow must have planned the trip, but I packed the bags. The other one would be like, I had this contact there, right? The best decision or the right outcomes are shared, and whereas one wrong decision is pinpointed to, and it boiled down to one personality. Have you all faced this in your daily lives? And whom better to give an example about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam here, when there is ISRO also associated here. He says that the failure of my team is my failure, and whereas the success of the team is the team success, correct? So likewise, when I gave you a situation, your wrong decision is pointed back at you and your good decision is shared by everyone. Fine? Do you agree on it? I would like someone to disagree also. You can agree with your hand raising up and disagree in the chat section. Great. So I see people majorly agreeing. Thank you. Fine. So where am I taking you through this is your decision of casting the vote to the right individual, to the right representative. If you must have noticed, I always kept on telling your representative or leader or individual. I never have mentioned group or party for that matter. Why? Any clues? Anyone has an idea about why am I doing this? It's a very deliberate attempt. Anyone? Supriya, are they allowed to unmute?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyone likes to unmute and answer? Why is she always telling an individual or a candidate or representative, leader? and not party anywhere. Why? No one?
It's related to all, that leaders related to everyone, right?
Yes, this is one answer.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a right
We
answer,
ha-
but it's one.
we have right to make decisions.
Yes, of course you have the right to
Decision
make
is
this.
owned by individual.
Sorry?
The
Once
decision
again.
is taken by individual people.
Yeah, but I'm telling about whom you are going to cast your vote, the candidate.
Yes, ma'am.
Why am I not talking about party here?
Mm,
Why am I telling only individual, candidate, leader, person? Why am I saying that?
He will be the representative from that group of area or like that.
Yes,
Like
you are very. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
like in one unit means in a village he will be the representative, means he is a leader kind, like that it may be.
Maybe, correct. Yes. So okay, there's one more answer here which says, let me read it. Because the leader is the one makes the ultimate decision. Okay, fine. So all your answers collectively, I'll tell you what. When you are going to cast your vote, when you are going to the booth, cast your vote, you vote for the individual candidate. You don't vote for the party or your chief minister or your prime minister or anyone else for that matter. So whom are you voting to is the individual candidate contesting in your particular area or constituency. You should understand this fundamental of the democracy first. Okay, there are many people I myself encounter on everyday basis telling that I am casting my vote to this particular person who is the chief, who will be the chief minister, or who will be the prime minister, or who will be this minister or that minister. But we should understand one important dynamics of our voting system or the election system of India, which is described in detail in the Representation of People's Act 1951, is you vote for the individual candidate. Okay, that candidate can be associated to party, that candidate can be an individual candidate, but what is the base criteria is the person should be an citizen of India, should be a citizen of India, correct? So always understand in the baseline once and for all, and please educate other people also that you, the person who is going to cast your vote, the voter, is choosing or casting a vote to the individual representative in the constituency. Okay. And there are many constituencies, right? Not two or three. There are many. We ourselves are 10 people here. And majorly, 7 of us are from various different constituencies. So likewise, there are n number of constituencies in the nation, talking state level, and then all together form. I told you about some maths. Democracy is based on majority, and then there is maths that plays the game. All these people come together, choose a party, and that party finally wins. And from that party, there is one person chosen as the leader. Okay, so what is happening here? So all of us use electricity at home. So if you're feeling hot, you just have to switch on the fan. What you do? Go press the button. Or if you have more automation at your home, you use the remote or you tell your AI assistant to do it. Correct? Yes or no? With a hand raise again. Whenever I come for a yes or no, you just show your yes with a hand raise. Correct. So what is happening? I am not an engineer to speak on it, but in a layman language, there is some transfer of power happening. You press the button, there is electricity going, and then there's something happening mechanically, and then the fan turns on. And likewise, through any prompt for that matter, it shows that it has to direct the electricity towards the machine, and the fan turns on. Correct? Likewise, exactly in the same mechanism. No electricity involved here. Your vote is as powerful as that electricity. It has the ability to power something or electrocute something. Okay. it just transfers from your finger to the machine, from that machine to the candidate, and that candidate, they all form a group of people and they transfer your vote, represent it, bringing an MP, and then from that MP becomes a minister and then the prime minister. So you understand the dynamics. Who are you choosing? You are
Related to
choosing
this, one question in chat box, you can.
yeah, please. Yeah, let me check the chat box. 1 second. Or would you like to read it out for me, Supriya?
1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute, I'll open it. Yes, I will agree to that. But what if we need a certain person as chief minister, a prime minister? How does that work?
Okay, I'll tell you that also later. Let me finish this dynamics and I'll directly take you there. Okay. 1. So you choose whom? The leader at your constituency level. Let me answer very clear and straight to you. The question answer is straight. You cannot choose your chief minister or prime minister. Okay. If you want an individual to be that particular individual to be your chief minister or prime minister, you cannot do it. Okay. Why you cannot do it is you are a voter. The party or the group of people, the majority that I spoke, right, who won majority votes, they choose a representative. They cast their vote. They choose the chief minister or the prime minister. Fine. If you want to become one who chooses it, you have to become one of the leaders who goes and does that. You have to take the power of vote from the citizen, become a candidate, become a representative, then a leader, and then choose the further leadership hierarchy. Getting the point clear? I hope I've answered your question. So let me navigate you further. So now, by now you have understood that you are casting your vote to the individual. Next, how important it is and what kind of dynamics and maths is involved in an individual, and then the majority wins, and that finally forms the government. Okay. As now someone might focused enough on that individual in the constituency or the leader in the constituency. How do I make the right choices? See, the question is very simple. The answer is also going to be very simple, but the process is going to demand a little bit of your time. Each one of us have enough time. Anyone who says I don't have time is kind of very bad at time management. Okay. Every year, I mean, now since it's the time of festivals and marriage is happening, each one of us does not like to repeat the outfit that we are wearing. Correct. We take ample effort to buy clothes or do shopping and buy accessories that matches or that fits the vibe. Don't we do it? We had Shankranti recently, and then few more Holi and other festivals coming up. Correct? Don't we do it? Correct. We all do it. So this festival of democracy comes once in 5 years. There is no harm in getting ready for it. How do you get ready for it? Is first, base level, try to do enough research about the representative in your constituency. How do you do it? When the candidate goes and shows themselves as a representative or the person who's contesting elections, I'm making the words very simple for you. Person who contests elections, they have to produce all their details to the election commission, the state or the center. They have to produce it. And what that they do is what the government body does it, the election commission, it in short, in turn, produces all that information open to the public on the internet. All you have to do is type your blog's name or constituency's name and find and read a book. Do enough research about that. Keeping all the other things to one side, that's all fine. You just be a spectator, but do enough research. Is the person good? Is the person trying to be a new leader? Should you give an opportunity to the anyone for that matter? Is the it's a matter of 5 years amount of time? For example, to all of us, okay, the action taken by a leader, a representative for that matter, and that reflects for years to come. If you must have noticed, there's something called by 2070, India will attain net zero. You see, 2070 is somewhere very far from today, but the decision is for a longer term. So one for spare 2 or 3 hours of your lifetime once in 5 years to make best decisions, then cast your vote. But there is also one more choice that you can make to not choose a representative. That's called nota. That's the last button in the EVM that you will find. Even that is doable. Now the next question is, only if I have to go press a nota, why do you want me to go? It can be a representative that you have chosen or a nota that you have chosen. So now you have all understood how important it is is it all started with one question. Right in my mind as a child, how was all this working? I asked my cousin once when I was very little kid, when I was hardly 7 years old. He was he was quite elder than me. He had casted his vote. I asked, whom did you vote to? He said the party who will win will is the person who has cast. And every person I asked had the same answer to give. And years passed by. I always had this question every single time when someone in the family or the family friend circle, everybody had the same answer. But in my teenagers, there was another question hit to me. If only the winning party is being voted to, how is the losing party also getting enough votes? That is when my quest for the election started. And today, here I am in front of all of you talking on this. Let me take you to a journey that I started in the month of November through Praja Setu. It was called the Bharat Electoral Literacy Fest. And I thought of making it a little unique by having various perspectives involved here. I understood there is something majorly missing. We as citizens are missing something important. And likewise, there is some voices that are unheard. And I was very fortunate to be blessed by the universe, and my thoughts just came aligned. I came up with a report. The report reflects voices that are not generally counted. I'll quickly walk you through the report in 1 minute, and I would request all of you to read it. It's available on LinkedIn. I'll request Supriya by the end to circulate the link with all of you, of course. That report talks about defense personnel, postal ballot, transgenders, women, youth, migrant population. That means migrant population in the sense people who migrate for work, for study, for college education inside India, and Indians who go outside India. All these people's votes, I think we are missing out. There is some major issue. And I thought, as a civic duty, as a citizen of India, how responsibly I go show up to cast my vote. I also thought of showing up as a responsible citizen to do enough research and come up with this report. And also a book. The exact name of this webinar or today's guest lecture is the name of my book, Why Vote? The book serves a dual purpose. One, it serves as a manual for Indian elections. Anyone who'd love to know a lot about Indian elections and what happens behind the screens and what happens after the election polling is done is documented in that thin booklet of 40 pages. And the second purpose of the book, one first being a manual and second being the journey of Indian elections and the celebration of the biggest festival of India, the democracy. These two are documented. I would definitely love to share it with you all. The book is available on Amazon. You can have your grab your copies soon, and the report is available on LinkedIn and on Twitter X for all of you to read and get enlightened more about the points that I would like to amplify at a national level. Thank you so much, Supriya, Srinath sir, and Preactive for giving me this platform to voice my voice on vote. And I also take this opportunity to talk to let all of you know that and request that please exercise your civic duty, participate in the democracy, participate in the decision making of the biggest unit of your family. India is providing a lot to you. The nation is providing enough to you, giving you security, safety, food, and everything. Just give back. Give back to the nation. Thank you so much.
One thing, Kritika, about
Yeah.
the 360 companies.
Yeah. Okay, Supriya. So you are interested to know about 360 group of companies. Thank you for the
Yes.
opportunity to let me talk on that also. So what we do here is one, I would like to talk to you about 360 Flying Club, which is more of your interest. Here we deal with aerospace technology and we teach, we impart education, knowledge, as well as train people to become drone pilots. Okay. So whom all we teach is children from the school and specific target being underprivileged children and anyone else who's interested in aerospace. Next is college students, youth, women, and transgenders. We invite them to join the aerospace industry and explore this as a domain and become aerospace professionals here. So that is what we do in 360 Flying Club.
What are the qualification you need to join them?
First qualification, you should have a lot of interest in it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second qualification is you should be a 10th pass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you should be a citizen of India and 18 years of age. That's it.
Where is the place it's working?
Yes, the headquarters is in Chennai. We are expanding our office to Pune and Delhi, but we keep traveling around the geography of India. So anywhere you would like to invite us, we'll be available.
One thing, and time slot, how many days or months,
Right.
years?
So, no, it doesn't take years. So there are stages to it. One, first you'll have to get aware about what this industry is about. You have to understand the science behind flying objects. So that is a matter of 3 to 6 hours max. I'm talking maximum, keeping it very interactive. A day's work, and then we can have workshop for 3 days altogether, and then we can get into a 3 month long course also. So it is tailor made according to people's needs and necessities.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can check our website for that.
Perfect. You can check our website for that. You can
Mhm.
follow us on social media handles also.
Mhm.
You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as 360 Flying Club. And our
Okay.
website is 360goc.in.
Okay. You can.
GOC
You can.
says, yeah, I'll put it in the chat section for you all. And I'll also send everything to Supriya so that she can circulate it further.
Yes. And one thing you think of Bangalore also expanding one
200,
more.
200%,
It's
200%, because we'll be coming to Bangalore soon. And there is a program called Boeing Sukanya program by the union government, which was announced and introduced on the 18th of January, very much from the land of Bangalore, Bangalore for all of us. and we'll be there soon to tap into it. And we'll have our girls team who won the South Zone Nationals of IIT Boeing competition in Chennai. And we'll be coming there with the team and their parents together for the national finals in Bangalore soon. I'll keep you posted about it, Supriya.
Okay. One thing, what is your main motto regarding these things? You are involved in so many activities and you are doing 24/7 activities. As I know, you are doing so much of work. What is your motto and who is what the thing which is driving you towards these things?
Okay, so my motto is very simple, is to yeah. No, Supriya, sorry, I lost network in
Yes,
between.
yes, yes,
Am
yes.
I audible? Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, you can.
So coming back to answering your question, my motto individually is to be grateful to the nation because the nation provides a lot to me. It gives something so important, an identity to boost myself as the citizen of India. So my major motto is that giving back to the nation. And second, importantly, is to motivate people around to do the same gesture of giving back to the nation.
Very nice of you.
And what was your second question, Supriya?
How you are engaging this thing, how you are managing like that, I have asked one question. Lot of things
Okay,
you are
how am I
doing.
managing all this? Okay,
Uh,
correct. How am I managing all this is, if I say I am managing all this by myself would be a very wrong answer. For an I to stand tall, okay, there is always a we that has to support from the back, a frame of we that has to support. Only then you must have seen those posters standing tall, right? There is always a skeletal structure in the behind which is supporting that poster. Just like me, when I'm standing tall right in front of you, you know that I'm very busy and I'm doing all this. I have a very supportive family and my work team and my group of friends who just keep motivating me and who keep allowing me to go further at the speed that I do every day. So I am not doing anything alone. It's these people who are motivating me to do more.
From Creative, we are very fortunate to have here and listening your talk. We wish you a very all the best for all your projects, future projects, and we looking forward for more progress.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Supriya. Thank you, Creative. I'll post all the links to you personally so that it would be comfortable for all of you to go check out on all the works that we do and engage yourself with all of us. You are
Yes.
very free to
You
join
update
Praja
me
Setu
your
Foundation as members
activities.
also.
You update your activities so that I can be communicate with others who can involve in your activities.
Definitely.
Thank you, Kritika, for
Sure thing. I'll
being
keep
with
you all
us.
posted. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, one and all.